Hi everyone, this is Jen, and tonight we're going to look at some interesting body language between an interviewer and an interviewee. I'm going to skip around the interview a little bit as it's longer than necessary. And what I hope you'll see are some of the telling subconscious communications going on during the conversation between California Assemblyman Devin Mathis and his interviewer Brad Palmer with California Edition as they discuss the water crisis in Assemblyman Mathis's district.
You're watching Local Edition. I'm Brad Palmer. It's in the state capitol today, Sacramento, California. We are joined by Devin Mathis. He is a member of the California State Assembly. Sir, I recently drove from Fresno to Los Angeles, and I drove right through your district, right down the 99. And while I saw some beautiful fields that seemed to be bearing fruit, I'd make that drive every year.
I want you to notice how Brad Palmer seems very apologetic, even in the beginning of the interview, as the interviewer regarding the crisis that's happening in the Central Valley with water.
I go to a family camp in the area, a lot of empty fields that I haven't seen in the past.
Yes.
It made me sad.
Makes me sad every day.
Yeah, every day.
You can see that Devin looks really sincere when he's talking about being sad. His whole face has a downcast to it.
Talk to me about what it's like in Tulare County, in Inyo County.
Called The City Without Water, and I try to use that as a tool because instead of a picture says 1,000 words, but a video
It says a million.
exactly.
Right.
And so it's a real quick 4-minute clip of here's what's going on. And this video was done last year, so the numbers have more than doubled.
If you'll notice Devin's face again, he seems consistently apologetic and upset that his district is going through these issues. You'll notice that his eyebrows were raised, and that signifies an importance. He really believes that this is an issue that he can help solve.
What's also frightening in your community is the continued creation of subsidence of the ground. I learned about this, and it spooked me like none other. And literally, Barry Brown has said, it's the Lord's work to reform CEQA. There are too many dam regulations. If he has said that, could you not try to go around the Democrats in the legislature and go right to the Democratic governor, who some call the best Republican governor the state has ever had, on CEQA?
I'm a military guy.
I do.
You'll notice his expression on his face now. He's definitely not apologetic that he's a veteran, and he's actually quite proud of his service to our country. I also want you to notice that he's making progress.
And I like to find ways to flank things.
Right.
So, there's multiple avenues to take, and, moving forward, I'm always willing to look and see what can be done. Because saying that there's nothing that can be done is just wrong. And it's neglect as far as I'm concerned. If we are not taking care of people and ensuring that people have water and forcing them to live in third world.
He's raising his eyebrows because he's emphasizing that he believes that we should be doing better by the people in East Porterville and providing them with water because it's a necessary right for life.
World conditions, it's just wrong.
I mentioned to you I go here to improve dams, to make dams taller, build new dams. We may have an El Nino this winter that will be the size of Godzilla.
I want you to notice how Brad's consistently shaking his head no. And although he's not apologetic for this, he doesn't believe that a single year of record rain is going to fix the problem in California. Watch Devin's response to that as well.
So within your NASA study,
right?
Okay, one El Nino year, I don't care how big it is, isn't going to solve the problem.
That is true, but with a lot of water coming down, I'd hope we could at least capture some of it.
Well, and there are ways to capture it.
Come back and tell us what they are.
Absolutely.
I want you to notice how Brad's finger was pointed straight at Devin. That's an act of authority and emphasis. Now keep an eye on Devin's hand as he goes in to shake Brad's hand at the conclusion of the interview. You'll notice that Devin takes back the control and the authority by coming from a position of height, coming down and into shaking Brad's hand.
My name is Devin Mathis, member of the California State Assembly. My name is Brad Palmer. It's in Sacramento, California. This is Local Edition. That's great. Thanks.
So I hope that you noticed some of the cool and subconscious communications that I noticed during this interview. And although there's not a whole lot that Devin Mathis can do on his own, you can definitely see that it affects him personally and that he wants to make it better. Thanks for listening.